Hello, this is William Teasley with the Higher Ground Education Initiative, and I'm here to welcome you back to Getting Started with Pathbright. As you can see, we've started out on our Pathbright homepage. It has our shining, smiling face, name, title, a share button that we'll discuss later, an icon for our email. It has our email address and a phone icon for our phone number, and the questions that we answered earlier when we created our basic portfolio. This provides a quick snapshot of you so that colleges that are interested in you and that you share this digital portfolio with can have a quick glimpse of who you are. You can always go and edit this information because there's a link there, right here. But right now, everything looks good. We're also going to go up here into settings to make sure that we get email notifications if they're sent to us. So as we look into our profile section, the only thing that we're really sort of focused on right now is send email notifications. You want to make sure that that box is checked so that if any comments are made on your digital portfolio, you will receive them by email. If not, you'll have to check Pathbright regularly to see if you got any comments. If the box is checked, that's great. We just go to save. If not, just click on it once. The check mark will be there, and we're going to go to save and move on. You have joined SOAR 2018, and there are two pieces in it: building your ePortfolio and this piece over here, Journey. But to make creating your digital portfolio easier, we're actually going to add a step that will allow you to upload all your information into your first portfolio. And here we're going to click on the link to create portfolio. That brings up this box, and so we can tell what the portfolio is all about. We're going to give it a title, and I would suggest my first portfolio. And what does this portfolio mean to you? This portfolio will allow me to share my accomplishments and hard work with colleges that I would like to attend. And now it's really important that we also pay attention to our writing as we're doing this, because these digital portfolios will be shared. We want to make sure that our grammar is correct as well as our spelling. So we should check everything that we do as we do it. Click Next. It takes me to a box that allows me to grab information from these different sources and upload it to my Pathbright account. For this exercise, we're just going to upload items that are on my desktop in my computer, and you can bring in 20 items at a time. So I click on my computer, it pulls up my desktop. You can store items in a folder. You can click on that folder and you can pull items from there as well. But right now we're focused on the desktop. So I'm going to select these items. And now that they're selected, all I have to do is hit open. And now it is importing all 11 items that I selected. If you select videos, it may take a little bit longer because of the size of the file, but if your documents are in JPEG or PDF, it should upload pretty quickly. And now the import is finished. We can add more items if we want to go back and there are other things that we missed, or we can just see the portfolio. And there you have it. Here is your digital portfolio. The title, your name, why it's important to you, email, and phone number. And as you can see, you can always go back and edit the information in either of those. Here are all the items that we uploaded. So there are a few items that are still loading. They're up now. And so we're now going to go into Edit Portfolio, which is going to help you improve the look and feel and flow of your portfolio. I'm going to click on Design. Here are design styles and themes. Right now, the digital portfolio, scroll down a little bit, is in a checkers design style. So as you can see, it pretty much matches what the blocks and the layout that is up there in the checkers design. We can do patchwork, we can do bricks, pyramid, grid. So we have 5 choices of how the layout will look. But if you don't like the grid and you want to undo the changes, you just click Undo Changes. It takes you right back to checkers. Also, we can select a theme. There are only 3. And the default theme is light. So it's basically white on a off-white background. There's dark, which is a very dark gray on a gray background. A lot of people like this because it allows for contrast, for light colors to stand out against that dark background. So as you can see, the football award here and the big smiley and the Notre Dame sort of stand out a little bit more. It's a personal preference, so it's entirely up to you. The next theme is resume. And this is laid out simply in the format of a traditional resume. So your name, title, image, email, phone, why it's important to you. And as before, you can always edit your contact information as well as your info if you see fit. And here are the items that are still in that design style that are now part of your portfolio. However, for this exercise, we're going to go back to the light theme just because it's a little easier to work with as we get started, but we can always go back and change the theme as well as change the design style. Now I'm going to move to categories. So this is all about organizing your work. Here we have the basic categories for a digital portfolio. However, for our purposes, which is college access and getting into college, we're going to go to Edit. Here, under Current Categories, we're actually going to click on the little downward arrow, and we're going to select College Application. So these are categories that are really targeted at colleges. However, for our exercise, we're going to edit categories. We want to change passions to community impact so that you can share those things that you have done in your community to make it better, or in your family, or wherever. We're also going to add a category called colleges so that you can share information on the types of colleges that you are interested in possibly attending. And now we're going to save. So now, as you see with your digital portfolio, you have the college application categories that we selected and created. So instead of passions, it's community. Instead of colleges, and we added colleges. Now we're going to go into settings. As we get started, we want our portfolio to be private. This will change once we get very comfortable with working with our digital portfolio, but for right now we want to be sure to keep it private. If we say Manage Access, this box pops up. Because you haven't shared it with anybody, you can't really manage its access, but we'll do that a little bit later. We want to allow comments, but for the beginning, we want to allow comments, but only you should be able to see. So you just go up and click on that. That fills in that box. Now we look at advanced settings. And at this time, we're not going to be focused on these. However, in the future, we may look at how to download links for your portfolio items. For example, if you have a PDF of a paper you wrote that you would like a college, if they were interested in looking at you, to be able to download, you can do that right here. So this is getting started with your digital portfolio. We'll click up here just to look at preview real quick. And this is how it will look when you share it with individuals. What we're going to do next is show you how to edit